What's up, KS40? What's going on, man? What up, what up, what up? Hello, everybody. Hopefully, everybody is having a great Thursday evening. Well, Thursday night, I guess it is now. Yeah, it's like 10 o'clock or some bullshit. My time is probably 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what it is. Freaking, like California time. Probably like 8 o'clock or something like that. Yeah, it's like 8 o'clock California, Arizona.
Arizona is about 7:30. Almost, in California is 8, almost 8:30.
Yeah, something like that.
So I think the whole entire state of Arizona doesn't use daylight savings.
What's up, Nightmare?
What's up, my man?
And man, the motherfucker, man, Darlene made me so motherfucking mad. I went down there to block that motherfucker on purpose because I was reading the chat. Nightmare. And Angry Vet saw the same thing I seen. That's why I said, I'm gone. I got to go get him. Spoon down there calling a Kiko a catfish and all kind of shit.
Right?
And then Ryan, with his stupid ass, somebody hit him before I could get to him. He asked Lily, Bear Lily, what's she doing? He don't know he fucked up. I'm on his trail.
Yeah, I seen some. I don't know if anybody else seen it, but I seen that somebody dropped the N bomb in there too. Somebody called somebody the N word. I was like,
yeah. He was addressing it. He was addressing it to me, and as soon as I popped up, the motherfucker hauled ass.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, because he said I hate that nigga Mitch.
Wow.
He didn't know I was still in the chat. He thought I was gone because I hadn't said nothing in so long. When he popped in and said that, I wiped his ass off.
That's crazy.
You don't play with me. I'm not the one.
Right.
You don't come in Greg chat with the bullshit. I ain't got time to argue. But that's what that's why I tell everybody. Don't unblock nobody if I block them. It's a reason if I block them because I know something y'all don't know.
Exactly.
Because you see how I am with my wrench, Nightmare. I very rarely use it.
I'm the same way. If I've got a wrench, I very seldom block anybody. I don't have, you know what I mean? I just
Nightmare. I got a wrench in Thailand on the dark web. We just shut down a whole chat room full of perverts today.
Wow.
Nice.
And my buddy that I chat with in Thailand, he worked for the government. Me and him been playing this motherfucking game with these motherfuckers. They just paid $500,000 for a little boy. They was talking to me, but they was buying him and they didn't even know it. They sent him $500,000, not even knowing he worked for the government.
Wow.
You want to play? Let's play. I went hunting.
That's
I went down in the dark in the tunnel and got me a whole family of them bitches.
Oh man, they could have sent me the $500K. And they wouldn't get anything in return.
Hey, they got something in return. A whole set. They got a whole bunch of handcuffs and but they ain't going to jail though, because when he called them people to come get him, they ain't going to jail. Because he don't. Even though he worked for the government, he got a crew outside that deal. Yeah. Even though he work outside, he got a crew. Yeah, he got a crew that deals with the motherfucking children traffickers and shit. And
Oh,
he don't
Let
even
me
fuck.
guess. 7.62 by 39 or 7.62 by
Uh,
54R.
No, try more like hanging by a rope and a bonfire underneath.
Ooh.
He one of them
Please
kind of
tell,
people.
please tell me with bamboo shoots up the fingernails.
He gonna hang them motherfuckers from a tree and start a bonfire under them bitches and
I know,
burn
but
them and
before you do that, you start taking bamboo slivers and shove them under the nails.
okay, let's not get too graphic. YouTube don't like that
Yeah.
shit.
But you know he got his.
I will
he
talk
got,
about it when we're not live.
yeah, he got a way to deal with it. But you know, I'm like this. I like for everybody to get along. I like peace.
Well,
That's-
you know, I'm glad you mentioned that. That which brings me to one of the reasons why I wanted to go live tonight. I'm getting some rumbling, okay, and that people coming to me and that I'm going to say this one time, and because I don't chew my shit twice, okay. For somebody to come to me and question my activism, and that because of who I'm friends with or who I talk to or who I have on my panel, and that is BS. If I want to talk with somebody or have them on my panel, that's my business.
Exactly.
I am a firm believer in the First Amendment, and I exercise my First Amendment very well.
Yeah. You see, I was in the chat last night. I talked to you, but I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing to fraud or the cook. You already know what I was gonna tell him.
And you know, I try to have a neutral platform for people to come up if they want to, if they have something they want to discuss with somebody in a civilized manner without cursing and without calling people names or talking shit, and you want to discuss or debate why he's wrong or you're wrong or she's wrong or it's wrong or whoever's wrong, and that I'm okay with that.
Yeah. That's why I dropped in and said, "Hey, what's up, Nightmare?" Just to let you know I was in the background.
And you know, I have got family members that have served this great country that myself could never pay back the freedoms that they have fought for not only for me but for other families.
Exactly.
There's hundreds and thousands upon millions of soldiers that have fought for my freedoms, and I take my freedoms very freaking seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because I'm friends with somebody that doesn't agree with your opinion doesn't mean I'm a fence rider or anything else.
See, that's the thing with me, Nightmare. You see who I talk to. You see, I only talk to certain people, even in any chat. I only talk to certain people because I do my research. I don't fuck with everybody because I know a lot of bitches slimy, and I ain't on that. I like good. I like real people.
I'll be honest with you, and that, you know, I don't care about your criminal record or anything else. You know what I'm saying, Mitch?
Yeah.
And as long as you're not harming children or harming women or putting somebody in jeopardy that's going to cause them to be unalived, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. People look at, like, I had a dude. He went over there and looked at my page, but I know the dude, right? On another chat. He didn't post nothing on my chat. He went over on the other chat and was telling people about my criminal record and all the shit I did that was on there. And you know what the people told him? Man, you better leave Mitch alone, because Mitch ain't the one for that bullshit. They said, if you want to talk about people, go somewhere else. Don't come over here with it, because Mitch is my friend. I've known Mitch for 25 years. If you got a problem with Mitch, you got a problem with me. You can haul ass.
Yeah, I mean, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody breaks the law. I mean, come on.
But
in this day and age, you probably commit 10 felonies a day.
But they're looking at it, and they see what's on there. They see I got a murder case and all that shit, but they don't see no weapons on there. I got one weapon. That was a steel-toed boot when I stomped that motherfucker beyond the doctor's repair, but he wasn't dead. But that was because he didn't want to pay me my money. Everything on my rap sheet, except when I swung on that policeman when he pointed that gun at me, is about my money. Everything on my rap sheet is because motherfucker didn't want to pay me.
And I have learned something over the last 6 months that I've been watching and starting to do this. The biggest part of the problem with the community, the people that are supposed to be about transparency and accountability, and that is, by God, there's too many goddamn people turning on each other instead of standing together.
Exactly. When you understand, it's like at a different level, UKS, TATS, and STC. Y'all understand why I posted my rap sheet in my FDLE paper on that page, on my page. I posted it for a reason. Let it be a learning experience. I've been there, done that.
And listen, I'm going to tell you, and I've made no bones about it. The reason I hate Jeremiah so much, and
he's an ass,
because of how he does his little girl.
Yeah, he's that twerking shit, man. That shit pissed me off to no end. When you said that, I went over and looked at that shit, man. I almost threw my iPad across the yard.
Oh yeah, it's bullshit, you know.
And that shit had me so hot.
Tried to do that, and I told her, "You don't do that shit. No. If once you're 18, you want to go twerking for people, that's your business. You're an adult. But as a child, no."
Like I told my children, you live under my roof or your mama roof, you're gonna abide by the rules. Otherwise, you're gonna find a hole in the ground somewhere and live in it, because you ain't gonna live under that roof.
And let me say this: I don't care who's listening, who's gonna watch this or whatever. I don't make idle threats online. I'm not gonna talk about whooping your ass or anything like that, because listen, let's be honest for a second. If you're getting mad at me because I'm friends with somebody else, that is petty. It's high school. It's not even high school. It's like kindergarten bullshit.
Yeah. I'm friends with. It is. I'm like you, Nightmare. I associate with some people that I'm friends with on other chats, but they already know if they come over to Greg's, pop in and say hi to me and be quiet. Don't start no shit, because them dudes over there, that's what they do. I go over there and fuck with them. All they do is crack jokes and talk shit. But I told them, I said, you don't come over there at Greg's with that bullshit, because I'm gonna have to hit you in the head with my wrench.
Right.
And they respect me because they know I don't play.
And listen, guys. Hi, Gloria. How you, honey? Good to see you, sweetheart.
Hey, Gloria.
Hello, ladies.
You know what? I watch a lot of auditors. I watch a handful of the anti-auditor community, and I learn something every day from all of them.
Exactly. And like Bear Lily pick on me. She talking about I got 10 phones and shit. Damn right. I got 5 phones. I got a broken iPad that I walk around the yard with. I got an iPad that runs programs, and I got a laptop that got 18 bots on it that don't do nothing but scan for trolls and perverts.
Listen to this. In the military, how much counter surveillance do those guys do? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? How are they gonna teach somebody that they're there to protect and everything if they don't learn about what they're there to help teach?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Same here. How can I convince somebody else, if say on the other side, that what I'm doing is not a bad thing? I'm not doing it just for clicks and views. I'm doing it because I have a fucking passion. I'm tired of my little town that I live in, by golly, being taken advantage of by corrupt individuals that is bankrupt in a little town that's already almost dead.
And you're not doing anything wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with the way you do things. Cause you got a style that's so laid back. If they get mad at you, it's something wrong with them.
Yeah, I know. But instead of getting mad at nightmares for trying to learn, why not go after all these channels that are doing it for clicks and views and doing this stupid stuff that's going to screw the First Amendment and screw the whole movement over? Those are the ones they need to be going after.
That's why I do what I do, Cass. You see when you be popping in places, you see all them people, when I'm over there, all them people that talk all that crazy shit don't do that when I'm sitting in there.
Yeah.
You know why that is? Because, like, people let me up on the panel because I always have something positive to say. But my whole thing is, like the dude asked me, he said, how do you feel about people that are disrespectful? I said, you want to know the truth? I said, I'm going to have to bite some of my words, but I'm going to let you know exactly how I feel. And everybody on the panel was listening. I said, listen, this me in a nutshell. I'm not on no bullshit. I'm not on no slick ass comments, especially to no girls in a chat that I'm in. If you're chatting and you say something slick to a girl, I'm going to hit your ass in the head after I tell you about your ass. So don't start nothing, it won't be nothing.
Well, you know, here's the thing. I respect what people do, okay? Everybody in this community has their own style and their own ways of doing things. Do I agree with everybody that I watch? No. Absolutely not.
I don't agree with a lot of people I watch.
STC has his own way.
Yep.
Freaking Tats has his own way. Chili has his own way. Long Island Audit has his way. AFA has his way.
Yep.
And I can go on and on and on and that.
Yeah.
Is it right or wrong? It's not for me to say whether it's right or wrong. How they do what they do is what they do. Do I necessarily agree with everything? No. Can I learn from it? Yes. Same way with the anti-auditors. Do I agree with everything they say? No. Do they bring up some good points? Yes. Can I learn from it? Yes. And when you're learning, knowledge is power.
Yes.
And that's the thing. When people stop learning and they close their mind to just one thing, and that's where we fell.
You know, Rogue Nation done snuck in the back door, right?
Rogue Nation, good to see you, my man.
Yeah. I go to Rogue Nation and sit there and listen to Rogue.
I watch him too.
Listen, if you don't learn nothing from Rogue Nation, it's something wrong with you.
You know, he goes into Frauditor Trolls. I've actually watched and see Rogue in there. He'll give Frauditor Troll hell.
Yeah,
they've actually got up there and debated with each other.
Yeah, I love watching Rogue in his element because he's got this thing. I don't know what to call it, but he's got this thing, and it's just so cool. It's just so cool to watch it unfold.
So should I be mad at Rogue Nation because he goes into Frauditor Trolls and he debates with him, or he has Frauditor Troll or another anti-auditor come on his channel? Should I stop watching him for that reason, or should I persecute him for that reason? No.
Hell no. Man, listen, I'm not gonna persecute anybody because everybody's entitled to whatever they choose to do. Just learn to be respectful when you do it. You can talk shit to a motherfucker without cussing and make it sound proper and respectful, but disrespectful at the same time to let them know how you feel. You ain't got to cuss at nobody to let them know how you feel.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, the whole cussing
you know
thing,
what? I don't.
Hold on, Nightmare. What'd you say, KS?
The whole cussing thing really needs to stop because
I cuss like
cursing
a sailor.
The cops out,
me
cursing
too.
these people out, and expecting to win in a lawsuit. I'm sorry, 12 of your peers, if it goes that far to a jury trial, you're going to side with the government.
Most of the
But you
time, yeah.
antagonized them.
I've been in them courtrooms. Most of the time, they do. I've been fighting hard my whole life. I started out on the bottom end of it, and
Yeah.
they've been trying to stop me forever. You can't stop what God got going.
Yeah. But, I mean, if
And
you're
listen, you know
respectful-
what? Here's something else too. I like to do with my platform. I'd like to have both parties from each side come up and have a respectful conversation with each other about, well, you know, why they feel like you can't do this. You learn from both sides, and
Exactly.
the knowledge that you learn. Okay, now I can't sit up here and debate with everybody all the time about, you know, why it's okay for me to record here or this and that. There's other people that I'm learning that knowledge from. That's how we learn.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I tell people. I say that life is about seeking the truth. You can't seek the truth unless you start reading and studying and watching things and learning. You can learn a lot just from reading the chat.
Right. And, you know, I had a guy that watched a video, I guess, that me and my wife done a month ago, where we went into the city hall, and this guy was telling me about, like, well, hey, there was 10 ADA violations. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. I was like, what? And he was telling me, well, what he said was correct. There was violations, and I didn't catch it because inexperience or just wasn't even thinking about Americans with Disability Act.
That's why you see, the other night I asked you, did you ever check into the ADA? People look at me like I'm crazy, read my chat and ask me weird shit about, well, why did you say that? I said, well, first of all, these are veterans I'm talking to. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the veterans. They trying to solve a problem. Go to the ADA if you can't get the Veterans Administration to do right. Go to the ADA and talk to the ADA and explain what they doing to you. The ADA don't play that shit, especially if you got a disability.
It said 3 something though.
And they don't fuck around when it comes to vets.
Right?
Listen, I'm telling you what I know from experience, Nightmare. I've witnessed what the ADA does for vets right here in Florida. All of them aren't bad. A lot of the VAs, hospitals and shit are bad. I saw one person actually get everything he needed done and out of the way, but it took him 6 months to do it, but he got it done. And when he explained to me all the struggles he went through with the Veterans Administration, I asked him, I said, did you go to the ADA? He said, no, I didn't even think about that. He said, I'm going to go check that out. He went to the ADA. 6 months later, he got all his disability and everything.
Yeah, and that's cool.
But it took a lot of leg work and a lot of phone calls and writing messages and all kind of shit.
Well, see, and that's something too. Why can't we? You know, we have a voice. We have a platform, and we have power, and you know, why can't we help people that are actually in need, like veterans that have served our country? Why can't we give them a voice that they're not getting? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I wrote a letter and sent it off this morning to the Veterans Administration. And you know a response I got back from it? We'll look into this. Cause I wrote them a message over on their page that was about 500 lines. But I let them know what they were doing wrong and the fact that I didn't appreciate the way they were treating the vets.
Right.
And I told him, I said, what do I have to do to get you guys to act like you know what you're supposed to do? Do I got to go and file a lawsuit at the Supreme Court to get y'all to do your job?
See, Boo right here. She's been with us for 2 years. She will tell you that I've always had a neutral panel or a neutral channel with anybody, and it makes no difference who it is, and that I give people an opportunity.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? I don't discriminate against anybody, and they will tell you, even in our darkest moments, I've never come on here and lied to anybody about anything, and that no matter how bad the situation was, I've always told everybody what it was.
But see, one thing I know about you, Nightmare, from talking to you, even though we ain't never met in person, one thing I know about you, you like me, we just honest to a fault. That's our biggest downfall. We honest.
Right.
And I got this thing, like my granddad always told me. He said, your only problem is you too honest. You don't know how to lie. And then I told him, I said, by the time I thought up the lie, I could have told you the truth and been done with it.
Yeah, that's how I am.
And Boo and her mama and her family, and that we love them to death. And that they're just like our family.
Yeah.
Now,
but see, I look at things, Nightmare. The people like UKS, Tats, STC, and a few others, those that you recommend highly, those are the people that I like to talk to, because those are the people where you get some deep insights.
Yeah.
Like you just highly recommended Boo Wiles. So that means she the kind of person that I need to be talking to, because I might can learn something from her.
Well, her and her mom are really good people, and that they were, when we first started on here, we were doing auctions and stuff like that. We, of course, you've seen it. We do storage. Yeah. We do storage units. Our channel's not necessarily about one thing. If I was doing it for clicks and views, I done been gone a long time ago.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it for clicks and views. Yes, I like to entertain people.
I like what you do.
We do it because we enjoy it and we want to share, don't we, Mary? We want to share with people, don't we?
Mary over there?
Hey, you're going to have to come say hi to Mitch.
Tell Mama I said hi. She over there hiding in the cut. You ain't going to be lurking in the room and don't say hi to me, Mary.
She was going back downstairs for a minute. I think she was taking a load of laundry down.
She around there. She around there lurking and didn't say hi to me.
She'll come back in a minute.
But the only way I see the VA getting fixed is, one, we got to put term limits on politicians, and we got to get people in there that actually care about the person.
Yeah, that's what
in their health.
That's why they get mad at the dude, what's his name, with the patch on his eye, and up there in Congress. They get mad at him because he's strictly about them vets.
Well, you know what? I got this little thing about being a fake auditor or whatever. Okay, yeah. Listen, I don't have to beat the fucking drum every day to get my point across. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I live in a town of maybe, if I'm lucky, there's a population of 1,500 people. You know what I'm saying? I have other things to do. You know what I mean? Real life shit that I do to have to support my family. Now, does that mean I'm not as passionate as somebody else? No.
Nope.
That doesn't.
Not at all. It just means you got a different outlook.
I carry my camera with me everywhere I go. If I see something, I film something. Mm-hmm. If I think it's bad enough, I will expose their ass.
And you ain't wrong. I don't find no fault in that.
I'm not monetized. We got demonetized, 6 months ago? And I'm still doing the shit.
Mm-hmm. See, that's what everybody asks me, why I don't post that many videos. I post a video when I got something I want to see. Like the video I posted today. YouTube took the sound out of it. Cause boy, that motherfucker Brandon made me so mad this morning. That bullshit. I had to leave the chat and walk away and walk out and find me something funny to laugh at. I was so hot. Cause it was stupid.
Well, I'm going to say it again, and I don't care if somebody goes back and is watching this or they're sitting here listening or whatever. To disown somebody or not to want to talk to somebody or to treat somebody differently because they're friends with somebody else or they talk with somebody else is petty. To me, it's fucking petty.
Yeah, and you see how I am, Nightmare. It ain't. I don't give a fuck who it is. I'll talk to anybody if they say something sensible. But when you go to fucking with them girls that I fuck with, I got a problem.
Right.
You don't fuck with them because I'm coming after your ass, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You gonna have to block me. Because if you fuck with one of them girls that I fuck with, I'm gonna give your ass the where for, the what for, the why for, and the how, and I'm gonna tell you what you did wrong.
Boo will tell you. She's been here long enough with us. We have a lady that comes in here, and it's Miss Tamara, and they started picking on Miss Tamara, and made her cry.
Oh
and
man,
let me tell you,
up.
I did. That me and Mary was so angry. Listen, I don't care what people think of us. Don't take it out on somebody that you know what I mean. That ain't got a damn thing to do with it. Come to us.
Yep.
Hey,
I've got big shoulders. I can handle it.
I tell people, God don't give you a load that you can't bear. He give you what you can carry. I can carry the weight. You want to argue with somebody? Come argue with me. Leave them girls alone. You want to argue? Come argue with me. I'm game for it. And you ain't gonna like me because I got something to tell you. That's why I got. You know how many wrenches I got that I've never used, Nightmare. I got over 150 wrenches on a whole bunch of different platforms. I've been up on panels that these people don't let nobody up on the panel. They let me up on the panel because of a comment I made in the chat.
Hi, Boo.
Mary back there in the cut chilling.
Yeah, she just come in.
Hi, Mitch.
How you doing tonight, Mary?
I'm doing good.
I see you keeping Nightmare in line.
I'm a nightmare.
Nah, you ain't a nightmare. You ain't a nightmare. You're a sweetheart.
Okay.
You won't get me in that trap. I know better. I grew up in a house full of girls, Mary. I know better. You won't trick me. You won't trick me.
Let somebody piss me off.
Nah, that ain't gonna be a good sign.
No.
No, it's definitely not a good thing.
No.
Not the way she pick on me. If you pick on people like you pick on me, Mary, they gonna run.
Yeah, I do. And when I get mad, I let them know.
Hey, good. You about the only woman out of all the chats I chat that I let give me some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep. I don't put up with it, period.
Oh my God.
I got some fucked up understanding. I don't like people that talk shit on them keyboards. Cause it ain't cool. But you,
right.
You I don't fuck with you. You can talk all the shit you want.
But on another note today,
on
another note today, ladies and gentlemen, I went to the doctor today.
Uh-oh. Did they fix you?
Well, I don't have an infection in my foot, which is that's a good thing. My labs come back good on that. Because my foot, I have got some sores and they had gotten infected really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's a good thing. The only downside is He said my blood pressure was too high. My blood pressure today when I went in was 201 over 101.
You been eating salt?
No, just a lot of stress.
Yeah, but yeah, that'll do it.
And it ain't YouTube shit. It's real life stuff and that. I mean,
Did they give you did they give you them water pills for your blood pressure?
yes, yeah. I
Listen.
took it tonight and that, and I'm on some antibiotics and shit and still and everything.
Listen to
Really takes life
listen to
away.
what I'm about to tell you, Nightmare. They gave you them water pills, right? They're gonna make you piss a lot.
Oh yeah,
They're gonna dry you out and fuck with your liver. Drink a lot of water.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of water, because that's the only way you're gonna keep them pills separate from them antibiotics. Because
Miss
with them
Allie.
antibiotics in them, they're gonna attack them pills before they attack your foot.
Miss Allie B from Tennessee. How you doing, sweetheart?
All
Good to
right.
see you.
Hi, Miss Allie.
Hey, you know something? You know something I noticed about your the people in your chat, Nightmare? Besides a couple of them that come by every now and then, every one of them that come in is respectful.
Yes,
Yes.
because that's the way I treat everybody. You know, that's the way Mary treats everybody. We're respectful. You know, like even when we're doing cop watching or we're doing our audits and stuff like that, or we're just filming video for a storage unit, or like this weekend when we go film the 70-mile yard sale. And that I'm going to be respectful because I want people to treat me with respect.
Yep.
And I treat people how I want to be treated.
You
know?
you just make sure you let me know when you gonna start, cause I'm definitely coming over there, cause I got to see what you gonna get into.
Well, I'm glad you came in, Miss Allie. I met Miss Allie B from Wrangler's Chat. She goes in there and everything. She's good people, and that
Yeah,
you know.
I've seen her over there in Florida Chat, but she from the way she writes, she seems like she's got a lot of good sense,
Well, sure.
Yep.
and she's polite and respectful.
I think everybody enjoys their rights. You know what I mean? Their constitutional rights. It's all about how you do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But most people don't have common logic. I ain't gonna say common sense, because most people leave common sense in the house when they leave.
Exactly.
Most people don't have common logic anymore. They
Ain't that
took
the truth?
they took the simplest things and made them complex. Mankind is his own worst enemy because they overthink things in the stupidest ways.
You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding.
And these are my kind of conversation. It's positive and everybody can learn something.
Well,
Usually about this time, I'm on my way to bed, but I'm enjoying this conversation.
y'all been with us almost 2 years, Boo. I think we've been doing this about 2 years now.
Yeah, pretty close.
I think one of our videos is at least two years old. Are we the biggest channel on YouTube? No.
No.
But like I said, we're not doing it for clicks and views. We're doing it just because
We enjoy it.
we enjoy it. Whether we go and do a cop watch, or whether we go to a city hall, or whether we're out buying a storage unit, or like I said, this weekend we're out filming a 70-mile yard sale. You know what I mean? We enjoy. It's an
Hey, I'll be
adventure.
right back. I gotta reboot.
All right.
See, I understand that, right? And most people don't get that. You found something that you enjoy and makes you happy. That's your peace of mind. That's your inner peace. That's your center of calm that can't nobody destroy.
Well, what's wrong with documenting your life? You know what I'm
Nothing.
saying? Or an adventure that you're taking or whatever.
Or
And,
yeah,
you know,
there's nothing wrong with that at all. Like me, I very rarely post a video, but when I post a video, I got something to say.
right.
Like they pissed me off today. I posted a video. At the end of the video, my buddy came by to get some eggs today, right? After I got off that chat, and he looked at my eyes. He said, "Mitch, you got that look again." And he left. He didn't say nothing else. He left. He came back with the mannequin and that 10 gauge Greenfield double barrel sawed off stagecoach gun. And I destroyed the mannequin while I was talking and YouTube blocked that shit because I destroyed the mannequin. But
Thank you, Miss Allie. I appreciate that, honey.
but even with no sound, the title of the video and what I'm showing speaks for itself. I'm in the woods, bitch. They won't find your ass out here.
Well, what gets me, and that you watch some of these people,
Thank you, Miss Allie.
and it's not even auditors. You watch some of these videos, and as soon as the video is over, and that if you went and had an off-camera conversation with these people, they're like, "Oh, screw them people." They're, or what I mean. They're doing it just for clicks and views. They can care less about what the conversation is or the topic or anything else, as long as they're getting that YouTube money.
But that's like everybody asks why people follow me around. Hey, honey started playing tag with me one day, right?
Yep.
So we started playing tag with everybody. But I go in people chat and I be hanging out. And I tell them, I say, where I gotta go? I gotta go over here to Greg, the cameraman, and go mod for the interview. So some of the people come in, don't nobody know but me. And when they come in, I tell them, I say, if you drop in over there, the first person you say hi to is me. If you don't say hi to me, people ain't gonna talk to you.
Greg's an awesome dude. I really like Greg. Greg is an awesome dude.
But you see how I sit back and I just read the chat, but at certain times I'll say something to change the flow of the chat. Because I can read between the lines when people saying stupid shit.
Well,
and I know what the next statement gonna be, so I change the conversation to stop him from saying it before it come out.
Well, I didn't think that Jeremiah could get any lower than he already has until I watched the video today. Let me tell you what this grifting mother flipper done.
Huh.
He put his wife and he hid his daughter, went on TikTok and said that they were a homeless family. She was a single mother and was begging for money to get them a motel room. I kid you not.
What the fuck?
I kid you not.
Holy man.
He was running a scam on people and that saying that they were a homeless family and he was trying to help them to make himself look good when it's his own wife and daughter. Now, how low of a son of a bitch can you be?
Boy, that's lower than earthworm shit on a hot day, though.
You ain't lying.
Amen to that. God.
See, you like me, we got issues with that kind of shit. Don't take advantage of people. Be honest. Tell the truth. You get more respect with honey than you do with shit.
Yeah, it was the most despicable thing I have ever seen in my life. I mean, like nobody would ever catch on, and that. Yes, we're in Tennessee, Miss Allie. Yeah, we're in West Tennessee, hon.
I like Boo. Boo say his ass would have been beat for that shit.
Had his wife on the street corner holding a sign that said that they're homeless, and everybody that has watched Jeremiah knows that they pull that little red wagon around, and he's so freaking stupid that he just posted a video and that of him cop watching at a motel in Clarksville and everything with his wife wearing the same thing except for minus the little walking boot. She was standing out there in a sock foot where the boot was.
Wow. Man, that's fucking crazy, man. They pulled dude channel the other day. I was surfing by, and you know how something catches your eye?
Yep.
And I hit it just out of curiosity because it caught my eye.
Well, Allie, you may see him walking around in Nashville because he's there now. He's either in Nashville or Murfreesboro. Yes, I've heard of Somerville. I don't know about this guy. I'm not going to say out loud what I'll do if I ever get this guy.
I already know what you're thinking.
I don't want to get premeditated, but
you thinking the same lines I'm thinking.
I'm liable to buy him a cup of coffee and a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him a sandwich, but he may not like it.
Me, I'm subject to buy him a soda. You know what happens when people drink sodas, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's my specialty.
I wished I still lived in Florida. I'd take him fishing with me out on the Gulf.
Sharks always need some food.
I'd be afraid to poison the crabs.
Yeah.
The sharks should get him first. Put him on the cat on the fishing boat. He'll be all right. Hello.
Yeah.
We're not in right now.
Yeah, my notifications always crack me up. Always.
Okay.
Hey, you know, if you call me on the phone, you won't even get a voicemail. If I don't answer that motherfucker, you won't get a voicemail at all.
Well, me and Mary the last couple of days we've been dealing with some stress and stuff, and I'm not going to go into it because that's personal.
Yeah.
But it's just
life is hard.
I don't understand what is wrong with people nowadays. I really don't. You know what I mean?
No respect for each other.
For the most part, I am a peaceful person, and I don't normally lay hands on anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't think people should lay hands on, no matter what the situation is. Sometimes conversation is the best policy, but sometimes you just want to grab people like one of them little glow sticks and snap them and just shake the shit out of them till the light comes on.
Now, Allie just made a good suggestion.
You can turn him into CPS.
Yes, you turn him in. Turn his ass.
But
in.
he's been border hopping back and forth between Kentucky and Tennessee so long that you know what I mean?
It's hard.
That don't matter. Because Kentucky can call Tennessee and Tennessee can call Kentucky and they'll jointly investigate them. I've had it happen to me with Kansas calling Kentucky CPS.
Yep. There's a way to get around them. You can call CPS in 3 states around Tennessee, and he can't get nowhere.
I've seen examples of just not even family that I know, but just in instances where I'm not a big fan of CPS. I'll just go right out and tell you, I'm not a big fan of Child Protective Services at all.
I'm not a fan of them at all.
But I have seen instances where the child or children would be better off if they stepped in and at least give them to somebody that's going to at least care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In this situation, I would call CPS because that child is in danger.
I know a family that has children that their house is so bad, Mitch, that the maggots are in the sink so bad that they're actually moving the dishes, and CPS has not taken these children away from them.
Wow.
And now that is no joke. I in this place and could not get past the front door.
Now, damn, that's bad. Now, Allie, I like what Allie just said.
Yeah.
She said she want to find the child and adopt it because she don't got none.
Right.
Now,
And
see,
that
that's
little
what I'm
girl
talking about.
deserves a lot better. She really does. That little girl deserves 100% better.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Let me adopt the child. The child don't need to be there. I can see Allie with that child. That child wouldn't have to worry about nobody messing with her. Be well loved and well cared for.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that kind of stuff goes on all the time, Boo. I mean, you'd be surprised. And then CPS will come in and take children away from a family that for no reason, no reason other than their feelings were hurt or whatever.
Yeah. They got the butthurt syndrome.
Exactly.
Yep. So they forgot to put their damn butt.
Man. That's like I told Lawless. I said, Lawless, you got all the you be butthurting people. You got to get you some butthurt rubs, some tuck tail and run rub or something.
Dude, that's another guy that I absolutely just really like. Man, is Lawless.
Yeah,
I do.
Lawless is so cool, and you know I've been. What'd you say, KS?
I said, I wish Lawless would go to like do radio.
What do you got? What you got? One of them voice things on?
He's definitely sounding robotic, ain't he?
Yeah, I thought he was. He sounded like he got one of
mine. On.
Sound like he got a voice changer.
That's what you call lag.
Yeah, but Lawless, man, listen.
No.
Lawless is so cool. Them dudes. Lawless told me, say, Mitch, man, don't go after them motherfuckers. Just leave them alone. Let them talk shit. Let them talk shit.
World where KS40's internet just went to the crapper.
Yep, it went in the toilet. But
that's what you get for stealing that Wendy's Wi-Fi. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. He's not. I'm just picking.
Man. But yeah, see, I go over there and hang out. With Lawless. You gotta love Lawless because he's always happy, even when he's in a bad mood. He don't take it out on nobody else. He'll tell you, he say, man, I got issues, but I ain't gonna tell you about them right now.
Right. And that's something else too. How in the hell can either one of them educate or homeschool that little girl when neither one of them have a high school education?
Huh.
How are they going to homeschool that little girl? What are they teaching her?
How to be just as dumb as they are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of public school anymore either, but at least, by golly, the kids get social interaction and stuff, and, you know, they do learn some things.
Yep. They learn, but it's not, most of the time, it's not the right stuff.
Well,
but I've seen some that grew up in families like that, and they turned out totally different than their parents when they got older because they realized their parents were full of shit.
Well, you know, the biggest part of the problem with the whole world today is us older cats are dying off, and they've completely thrown family values and morals out the window.
Yeah. I was reading this thing that I don't know the name of the person that wrote it was redacted, right? But I was reading this thing, and it said that the government of the United States uses the welfare system for women so that they'll stay single and keep producing babies without a father in the family. Because as long as there's no father in the family, they can control the narrative that they want. it's the government's doing bullshit to break up homes because they don't want a single unit because they knows it works and it'll countermand everything they're trying to do.
Well, that's like I was talking about the other night. When we went and met that couple over there that's got that glassware for sale, dude. They'd been married 66 years, and just they were the sweetest couple in their 80s. And when I left there, Mary will tell you, I had such a glow to me because those people were so nice, and they're dying off. Those people like that are dying off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why, like where I live at, most of the people over here are old, right? And they're in their 70s and 80s and shit. But all of them respect me because they haven't had since I've been up here, and they haven't had one weird person coming down the street, or they ain't had nobody driving in circles around the block looking for something to steal. Because I pop out everywhere at weird ass times.
And I just like listening to the old stories and things like that, and I wished, when I was younger, I didn't realize then, but I do now because I've gotten older myself, that I had sat and listened to my grandfather more, when he was talking about stuff and was trying to teach me, and I just blowed it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it. Like we was in the chat today, and Sean and over there at Greg's, and Sean Little said he like to give me some mushrooms and sit down and try to pick my brain. See, that's the whole thing. I say things that leave you wondering. It makes you want to come ask me a question about why I said that.
Well, I wished that I could go back in time and just time walk.
Yeah.
And especially like the 50s, bro.
Oh,
like
man.
that stuff that I love that era. The cars and the coming of the age and things like that, man. I just, I wished I could see that and witness it,
Yeah. See that you like me. I like the old stuff, and I like the lessons that they taught. I learned a lot coming up because I had a lot of time to be by myself and learn and soak up what I learned. So when I was going to school, I went from the first grade to the 8th grade with straight A's and couldn't do nothing but write my name, and nobody cared. As long as I put a trophy in the trophy case, and the car was still in the parking lot at 3 o'clock, they didn't care what I did. Only time I had to be at school was to play basketball, baseball, or run track. Other than that, I go to homeroom in the morning, say what's up, and go back doing what I was doing, and come back and play the game.
Wow, Miss Allie, that's amazing. Her grandparents were married 75 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was reading that, and she made me think about my grandmother and grandfather. They died in 2000. Both of them died in 2012, 4 hours apart. My grandmother was 112 and my granddad was 113.
Wow.
And they walked to grade school together. Never had another boyfriend and girlfriend. They've been together since grade school.
That makes sense.
And they died 4 hours apart in 2012.
Yeah. Wow. Just, I love stories like that. A little bit, you're going to have to move. You're killing my leg, dear. In case y'all are wondering, Little Bit is my Chihuahua.
Oh, I already know who Little Bit is.
So Miss Allie can see her. I don't know if she's ever seen our Chihuahua. This is our Chihuahua. And she's like a hemorrhoid. She is constantly up one of our butts.
See, when But one thing about it, you always know where she at.
Oh yeah, but I love her to death. She's yes, I do. I love that little girl.
How's the little possum doing?
He didn't make it.
No.
Something got him?
Yeah, he didn't make it.
Damn.
Come here, kitty, kitty,
I told you should have kept him a couple more days.
kitty, 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 kitty. Y'all want to see something beautiful? Let me get her. Let's see if she'll come
Uh-oh.
over here. Let go.
Let go, man ass.
Oh,
This
man.
right
Killer
here.
White.
This right here. Now you talking about a beautiful cat. How old do you think this cat is, guys? Just look at her.
Probably 8, 9.
What if I told you, and you're gonna think I'm crazy, what if I told you this cat's only 3 months old?
Wow.
She's only 3 months old. I'm not kidding you.
She looks a lot older than that.
She's huge.
Yeah, she looks
She
old.
is huge. Don't
That-
walk
that's-
on the keyboard, baby.
That's because you take good care of her.
She is a beautiful cat. Look at her just looking at the camera. She's like, yes, that's it. Adore me.
She want to make sure everybody see her.
Yep. She's like, that's it. Look at her tail. Look how long her tail is. She's got a beautiful long tail.
She's more friendly than a lot of cats.
Oh, and her and the dog just love each other. The dog is over here babying her now, flea biting her. Oh yeah, they lay together, sleep together, and everything else. That dog, this little Chihuahua loves cats.
That's unusual.
Our German Shepherd's the same way.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine a 127-pound German Shepherd toting around a 3-week-old kitten and never hurting it?
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yep.
It's rare. It's rare. It's rare that you see that though.
Yeah. He's actually a good dog. Charlie, come here, Charlie.
Allie down there talking about
Charlie.
Allie down there talking about show her some more animals. She got to go over on my page to see a bunch of animals. I got chickens and pig and donkeys.
Wow.
If you go over on my page and look at the video with the blue chicken coop, I walk around the whole yard with the donkeys and the dogs, the pig and the chickens. I got turkeys.
Isn't he beautiful?
I know him's a good boy, huh? Yes, him a good boy. Yeah. Oh, I know. You gonna talk to him?
Hey, puppy dog.
Oh God, I wish y'all could have seen it. Listen, the other day when Greg was riding his bicycle and he was humming Christmas songs, Charlie was sitting there and he was taking his head, turning it like this and turning it like that. And
It
look,
was hilarious.
Hey, but it's weird because it's like things are drawn to Greg, and he doesn't even realize why. He's so innocent, he doesn't even know why.
Right?
Charlie was just so interested in what was going on. He was like, "What's he doing?" You know, you can't get on the bed, you big baby. You're too big. You're too big to get up here. You're not a lap dog.
Thinks he is.
Oh, he thinks so.
Oh, you ought to see him when he's got to go out.
That's because y'all.
Oh, he's a beautiful dog. I can't believe somebody throwed him out of a truck.
Yeah.
Oh man. The person that throwed him out, of the truck, somebody need to do the same to him.
Exactly.
Well, that's okay because he's got a forever home here, don't you, baby? Yeah, him got a forever home here. Yeah.
I hate when people do that.
Yeah.
You know how many over the years?
Go lay down. You can't get up here. Go lay down.
Over the years, you know how many animals that I found wandering, little puppies and little baby cats and stuff I found wandering on the side of the road.
Oh, yeah. It's heartbreaking that people do that.
And I got a friend in Fort Lauderdale. She got a great big yard, right? I found 3 dogs and a cat in a duffel bag one day.
Oh Jesus!
Oh.
And I was riding that way, so I stopped by her house. I said, "You got to take these. I can't keep riding with them." She said, "Got to take what?" I opened the bag up, and she looked at me. She said, "What in the hell are you doing with animals in a duffel bag?"
It's
I
a good.
said, I said, "I found them in the duffel bag. That's why I brought them over here to you."
It's a good thing that we don't have a lot of money and a lot of land, because we would definitely have an animal rescue. I'm
Oh,
not even
yeah.
kidding you. And that,
If I had a whole bunch of land, I had all kind of critters running around.
we
here.
would too. Goats, chickens, cows, ducks.
Hey, I work on a 3-acre farm. That's what I do all day. What
When I lived,
a lot of times during the day when I'm chatting with y'all, I'm out in the yard working.
when I
Cool.
lived in Florida, I had 1,500 chickens, 2,700 ducks,
Oh man.
500 goats, and 187 guineas and 14 peacocks.
Boy, them goddamn guineas. I got one guinea. Boy, them things, they're so annoying.
I think guineas are cool.
Yeah, they're cool. It's just, I got one, and he's just loud all day.
My buddy used to tell me all the time, he goes, "James, what in the hell are you going to do when all them chickens start laying eggs?" I said, there's a farmer's market right down the road there. I said, they're natural, fresh, organic eggs, because all my little chickens run loose. And I said, the lady down there will come and get them. And she did. She'd pay me $1.50 a dozen. She'd take them up there and sell them for $2.50 a dozen. Well, everybody's got to make money. I was gathering, when all the chickens started laying, I was gathering anywhere between 100 and 150 dozen eggs a day.
Right now, I got like 40 chickens and about 10 turkeys, right?
I love turkey.
And the turkey, the two female turkeys, they lay an egg every once in a while, because they're young. But now them chickens, they're molting right now, so they're not laying a lot of eggs.
Oh, they can be such assholes when they're molting.
Oh man, them fuckers are evil. There's feathers everywhere.
Oh God, and they have such a mean attitude when they're molting. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm cleaning the chicken coop. I cleaned the chicken coop the day before the storm started. Right in the morning, I got to go out there and clean the chicken coop again. They done shit and drop feathers everywhere because it's been raining all day, and they just been hanging out in the coop.
Oh, bless their heart. There ain't nothing worse than a wet chicken.
Yeah, as soon as it started raining, all the chickens went in. Usually, if it's just a light rain, they'll hang out and walk around in it.
Oh yeah.
When it gets heavy and they can't stay dry under them bushes and shit, they go straight back in the coops.
I know it's crazy, Miss Allie, and that how fresh organic eggs are.
Damn, she said she paid $10
Yeah,
a dozen.
I can believe that in Nashville.
My
Hello,
neighbors,
buddy. Hello, Kenny.
Yeah, my neighbors come over and get eggs for me. Hey, Kenny. Don't know you, but hey, how you doing? I'm like you, Nightmare. I say hi to everybody, even if I don't know them. But that's what.
Oh, I like that.
When you say hi to people, even when you don't know them, that makes for good chats because you learn.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Some of them people you don't know, just saying hi to them might be the brightest moment in their day when they drop in the chat.
Oh man, I try to be good to everybody. Like I said, sometimes it don't always work out that way, but I try. I'm not perfect, by no means.
None of us are. If you was perfect, you wouldn't be here. I look at life like this. no matter what you do or where you go or how you do things, if you have the milk of decency, of human decency and common courtesy, you can get in just about anywhere you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it took me until I was in my late 20s to realize what my grandfather was telling me. And he kept telling me that over the years, but it never really set in until I got in my late 20s.
Yep.
It really started to make sense. He said, you got to have the milk of human decency and common courtesy to get anywhere in life.
Well, my grandfather taught me something a long time ago, and it didn't make sense until I got older. He said, "Son, I'm going to tell you something." He goes, "And you're not going to understand this until you get older." He said, "You can take an old mule that plows a field all day long, and that mule will be fine." He said, "Now you can take that same mule, hook him up to a wagon, put him out on the road, and he'll go ape shit."
Yep.
And you know, that's the thing. You can have that. That's like I tell everybody, you can have all the book education you want to, but if you don't have any common sense,
yeah, you dead.
and that's what my grandfather was trying to teach me. You know, that mule can plow a field all day long with blinders, but if you put him out on the road, he ain't got no common sense, and he goes stupid.
Yep. Hey, KS back. He said he need a link.
All right.
That's all. That's what I was waiting on. I was waiting on him to come back because it's about my bedtime. 4:30 come mighty early.
Yeah.
You know, I'm working. I'm working on 3 acres solo. You know, that's a lot of yards for one man.
There you go.
Yeah,
There's
it is.
There you go. Old Billy Goat.
Yeah. Old Billy Goat.
That's a big Billy Goat too. How much did he weigh?
135.
Yeah, that's a big goat.
Oh yeah, he was my buddy, man.
I bet he followed you around too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, is this better?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
had
I
to
got
reboot my internet.
Yeah, I got a little bitty chicken. Well, he's a baby rooster. He's about 5, 6 months old. Every morning, he won't go in the chicken coop. He go up in the tree and stay up in that tree all night. He refuses to go in. But as soon as I come out of the barn in the morning with the food, he right there waiting on me. Talking about, come on, guy, let's go. And you know, most chickens, they run around you. He walk right beside you.
Tell him about
And
Big Mama.
the neighbors come over. I'm in the front yard and the chicken walking beside me. They're like, man, that motherfucker follow you everywhere. I said, yeah. I had another one. I used to call him. He was all black. I called him Featherfoot. Goddamn hawk got him one night. He was out there chasing that female chicken in the neighbor's yard. And that hawk got him. But ain't got to worry about that hawk no more. I got his ass with a wrist rocket yesterday.
Good deal.
I shot his ass out the sky and crashed him into them high tension power lines behind me.
I appreciate it, Miss Allie. We had a black chicken until something got her. We called her Big Mama, and boy, let me tell you, she walk around out here in the yard, and she would lay down for you to pick her up and everything. Very, very beautiful chicken. This little dog, her name was Brandy. I want to show you what a sweetheart this little dog was, and that. And I don't know what happened to her. She just laid down one night and just passed on.
But chickens, at a certain point, oh man. Now see, my dogs, the dogs I got over here, you can't do that.
She would lay down out there in the yard and out in the chicken area with them chickens. And she'd lay down out there and let them chickens walk all around her, snuggle up to her and everything else. She was such a beautiful, beautiful animal.
My dogs over here, they're mixed breeds, but they're hunters. One of them's a pot cake from the Caribbean. It's part pit bull, part coonhound, and some of everything else. And the other one's got pointer in it. It's got golden retriever and all kind of other shit. But they bird dogs.
Yeah.
And the shock collar, they don't even see that shit. I had to shock him one day to keep him from getting the chicken. He went ass over tea kettle and went right back out of the chicken. Damn, that's a big chicken.
Ain't them some beautiful birds?
I got one running around here almost that color.
Those are those French birds, those millier whatever. I can't.
Yeah, I know. I can't pronounce it either. I know what they are. But
And there's another pair of them.
Yeah, I'm some good birds, yeah.
Oh man, I used to have all kinds of chickens. I absolutely just.
I got 3 Afro heads. Little black ones with the white afro.
Yeah.
I got 3 of them.
Now you want?
Oh, those that
They call them something. I don't know what it is, but
Polish.
Yeah, they're Polish.
yeah, they got they're little black ones with big white afros.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna show you something. Now you talking about a beautiful bird?
Oh man,
Look at this guy.
you lucky I wasn't in your neighborhood. That would have been my chicken.
Listen, I turned down $1,000 for him.
I ain't talking about getting you $1,000. That would have been my chicken because I'd have been trying to find a way to hijack him.
Ooh, pretty. Is that a rooster or a chicken?
Yeah, that is a rooster. Yes.
It's still a chicken.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people don't realize. Roosters, hens, chickens, they're all chickens. Only the hens lay eggs. Chickens don't lay eggs and roosters don't lay eggs. And even working with them, it took me a while to figure out which ones were hens and which ones were chickens and which.
Some of them it does. I mean, it's hard to distinguish between them because the way. Oh man!
I got one of them female chickens that looks like a rooster.
Yeah.
The weirdest damn bird. But she don't make a sound. She don't peep or nothing. And she don't lay no eggs, but all the motherfuckers stay out of the way. Even the big ass turkeys stay out of her way. I'm talking about she'll come up every once in a while and she stands on my foot and talk shit.
You talking about chickens like that?
Yeah.
Ain't he beautiful?
Yeah, except only thing different, mine don't got no red. They just got all white.
Yeah.
They're black. They're all black with a white afro. Same kind of chicken though.
Now let me show you something. I don't know if I got a better picture of them or not. Let me see. I may have.
I had a Rhode Island red. He got old and died.
These chickens right here are called they're lemon cochin. And
I had one of them little black ones, and the lady wanted to buy it. He sold it. The dude I worked for, he sold it to the lady. You know how much he paid for that little chicken?
well, those 3 chickens right there. The lemon blue cochins are very rare. And I had them out in the yard, and this guy was driving by and he seen them and he was asking me if he could look at them, and I told him yeah. And he's like, bro, he goes, would you sell me those chickens? I said, I don't want to sell them. And he said, man, I've just got to have them. I said, well, listen, I said, you're going to have to pay big money if you want them. And he said, well, how about this? He said, how about if I just give you $3,500 right now, cash? He pulled it out of his pocket and counted it. And I told him to load them up.
Damn right. For that kind of money, load the motherfuckers up. That's less I got to feed.
Maybe 35 billion. I would have took it.
I'm kind of touchy about my animals.
Oh, I am too.
$3,500 for some chickens. Cause I already got some eggs sitting in the incubator.
That's it. That's exactly right. That's why I done it. I had eggs in the incubator.
And
Have a good night, Miss Allie. Thank you for coming in, sweetheart.
Good
I'm
night,
glad-
Mr. Kelly.
I'm glad she dropped in. We got to learn something.
Oh, can these next 14 minutes hurry up?
Right?
I'm gonna let y'all go. I got to go to bed 4 o'clock, mighty early.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Y'all have a good night. Stay blessed. I'm gonna pray for you.
Yes, sir.
All
You
right.
Good
have a
night,
good night.
hon.
All right, Miss Mary. Y'all have a good one. See you later, kids.
Later.
If you don't like my stupid answers, don't ask such dumb questions. That's a good fact.
Do what now?
If you don't like my smart ass answers, don't ask so dumb ass questions.
Right?
It was a sticker that I seen. Oh Christmas tree, your ornaments will soon be history. It was a cat stuck in a Christmas tree that done that.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
That sounds like that's what I'm afraid of.
Yep.
This little hellion we've got.
Yes.
Nightmare I'm not worried about.
No, she don't knock them off too much
No,
anymore. Not like she used to.
I know. Oh, when she was a kitten? Oh, Lord.
Oh, screw
We
Walt
had
Disney
fun
World.
with her.
What about Walt Disney World?
Oh, their butt hurt and pulled their channel from Spectrum. I don't really watch them anyway, so ain't bothering me.
And it was a hard day's night. Somehow I just keep moving on. I survived the Florida winter. Yeah. Well, that was fun. I love talking about farm animals and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Man, TGIF for you East Coast people. It's already September 1st on the East Coast.
I know it'll be September 1st in about 10 minutes.
Right? That's always fun. Except for the first of the month is Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I hate the first. It's bill day.
And that's why I said it's Mother's Day. You pay every mother you owe money to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's your birthday month, Kenny? How young are you going to be, sir? Yeah, it's also somebody else's birthday month, too. Miss Mary is going to have a birthday that's coming up month.
I hate my birthday.
No, we've already talked about that. That's not my phone.
No, it's mine.
Gonna be 53. You got about 4 years on me. But boy, sometimes I feel more than that. Some days you feel 93. Yeah, right. I feel you. Some days I feel like I've been run over like the coyote by that steamroller, and somebody has to come by and inflate me. It reminded me of that scene in the movie Armageddon, where the guy was talking about, look, I think I seen this on the Coyote and the Roadrunner once, and that it didn't work out too good for the Coyote, where he talked about strapped his ass to the rock.
Oh, when he was riding he wanted to ride the bomb all the way into Earth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No nukes. No nukes. Boo said, I don't feel 37.
I'm 37. I feel like 73.
Little bit. How do you feel? Huh? How old do you feel, little bit? Huh? How old do you feel, little bit? Huh?
275 years old.
Nah, she's only like 2 or 3 years old. Her still got a lot of spunk left in her little butt, don't she? Huh? Yeah, her does. Her still got a lot of spunk left in her little butt. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You watched the news today?
Doesn't seem like she's that old already.
I know it. Do what?
Did you watch the news today?
No.
I did. I don't know if you know who Mitch McConnell is.
Yeah, he's a politician.
Yeah, the last couple times he's been live on television. First time I thought, okay, he lost concentration with what he was going to say. Today, he was talking to media and stared off for like a minute and a half, having a seizure.
Mm.
Like, Mitch McConnell got to go. Biden got to go. Biden, I think, lost the 2024 election, especially after how he's treating the people of Maui.
Well, I don't wish no ill will on anybody, but I wish Biden would take a one-way boat trip to somewhere in Fantasyland so he can just live out the rest of his days.
And send him back to Epstein's Island and just leave him there.
He's one of those guys, man, that I just...
Yeah, I don't get how our government can think $700 is going to help fire victims in a state that lost everything, but yet send $40 billion to Ukraine.
Yeah, that's government thinking for you. That's what the government does.
Yeah.
Go run and take care of other places that don't help us out at all, and that And yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of the media blackout on the Ukraine war is ridiculous because I guess now the president of Ukraine is having Ukrainian soldiers go in and take any able-bodied person and making them fight.
Yeah.
I don't know how true that is. It's just stuff I've heard.
Well, I don't know. I think a lot of the Ukrainians have been pretty passionate about wanting to fight because they don't want to be controlled by Russia.
Yeah, but look how many times Russia's tried to take Ukraine and Ukraine's tried to take Russia. It's one of those, let them be. Eventually, they're going to get tired of it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Kenny. He should, and so should Biden and a couple others. But yeah.
No, they shouldn't retire. They should be 25th Amendmented out of office so they can never hold public office again. Because if they retire, then they can go back to Congress, unretire.
Oh my God, that can't be no worse than that one old dude I seen that one night. By golly, they were on those politicians. This guy, I bet he was at least 100 years old. They wheeled him out there on the House of Representative floors. I think he had 4 nurses keeping him alive, and couldn't say shit if he had a mouthful.
Yeah. Nah, I'm all for implementing term limits. On top of that, I've been dabbling into thinking maybe every American should at least have to serve in Congress, but only up to a certain age.
You get those lifetime politicians and shit. Just, my goodness.
The reason their lifetime is because they line their pockets with all these big corps so they can keep getting voted in. Plus, they're making like $450,000 a year. That's not including all the allocated money to update their offices. Plus, a brand new car every year.
Well, I think they need to update that one politician's Geritol because, man.
That, and I think, honestly, I think certain convicted felons should have their gun rights back.
Yeah.
You unalive somebody or you hurt a kid, no, you don't get your right back. But some of the stupid bull crap that you can get a felony for, you shouldn't lose none of your rights.
Well, yeah, you're right, Kenny. Look how long Ted Kennedy was in the Senate. Absolutely. Well, you know, I people losing their right to vote and everything to me is unconstitutional.
Yeah.
The right to bear arms is unconstitutional as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, certain people should not have firearms.
Well,
you have like DV charges, you unalive somebody or you hurt a kid. No, you should not have that right.
Yeah, but what that goes back to that how that rules for thee and not for me. Who am I to judge who should have a firearm and who's not mentally capable? I mean, gun control is probably one of the biggest hypocrisies there is, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I mean,
because if you really look at the statistics for homicides and everything else, baseball bats and sticks and other objects are the number one leading cause in homicides due to blunt force trauma, not firearm.
I know a lot of people that are unalived because of knives and things like that, you know?
Yeah. A knife's more deadly than a gun.
And hell, now most of the time nowadays, by golly, people are unaliving people with automobiles. They'll just run you over.
Yeah. So, okay, now we need to ban the assault vehicles and the assault knives.
Right? No more Hummers. Let's just outlaw them.
No more Hummers, no more SUVs.
Hey, I like my SUV, damn it, and I don't plan on giving it up.
Yeah, but if you look at what was it? Daryl Brooks had a Blazer and plowed all those people. I think up there. I think it was Wisconsin.
But the point is, it's not the vehicle's fault. You know what I'm saying? It's
and it's not the gun's fault either.
right. Absolutely.
Guns don't kill people. People with guns that are not properly trained on how to use them and when to use them is what kills people.
Well, that goes into the debate about like people legalizing marijuana and legalized alcohol. Hell, alcohol killed more people a year than people with guns.
Oh, cigarettes kill more people.
Well, that's true too.
And look what the government did. Oh, smoking's good for you. Your insurance will cover buying them. Until the British realized, whoops, we made a mistake. Hell, because I remember going back in the grocery stores back in the late 80s, early 90s, and there were ashtrays almost at every end of the aisle, and people were smoking in there.
Oh, shit. I remember when you used to go into restaurants and smoke.
Yeah. Okay, now I can pay bills.
And now you're lucky to find a place where you can have a cigarette at a bar or anything.
Oh, yeah. Most bars you cannot smoke at anymore.
But in the same respect, and I smoke, I still don't like sitting down and eating with somebody smoking while I'm eating. I don't care for that mess. Afterwards, maybe get up and go outside or something, or wait till you get to your vehicle. I mean, but who the hell wants to eat in a room full of smoke?
Yeah.
Ouch. Ain't there a right little bit? What? Oh, goodness gracious. You're a crazy little dog. Yes, you are. You're a crazy little dog. Yeah, you're a crazy little dog. What am I going to do with you? Huh? What am I going to do with you? Huh? What? You're not helping my situation a little bit. That whole butt, she got her whole body wagging. She got her whole butt wagging. Well, I just want to say I appreciate everybody coming out tonight and listening to me rant for a few minutes and everything. But it is getting late, and I think I'm going to call it an evening.
Yeah.
I'm going to finish this cigarette, then I'm going to shut this thing off and watch something on TV and hopefully wake up, good Lord willing, the creek don't rise, and do something productive tomorrow. See you later, Mr. Buddy. Have a good one. Thank you, Kenny. We appreciate you coming in. Boo says, you and Sweet Mary, sweet Mary, sleep well.
You too, hon.
Yeah, we got a busy weekend ahead of us.
Yeah, we do.
Got a lot of stuff to do.
Yep.
I got to go tomorrow and pick up 2 dressers, get all that shit done, come home, unload them, put one in the burn pile, leave one on the trailer, load up some more stuff, load up some stuff in the car, and that'll be tomorrow evening though. And then probably tomorrow sometime we're going to ride around and just kind of take a look at the yard sale and maybe do a couple videos, and so y'all can get an idea of this yard sale. And maybe we'll do something Saturday when we're set up at the same yard sale that I'm going to go video tomorrow. Should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But we love you guys. Y'all have a good night, and we'll talk at you later. Till next time, I am James.
And I'm Mary.
We are
Dustin.
Nightmare's Otters.
Night, everybody.
Good day.